We are holding on Ois Gimel, paragraph 3, which is on page Kuf Mem Ches, 5 lives up from the bottom of the page. So this mime was explaining Ki Meitzeischa Meres Mitzrayim Arena Neflois. That Micha said that the Gula of Mashiach will be like the days of coming out of Mitzrayim. We went to great length to explain what's the spiritual dynamics of the miracles that took place coming out of Mitzrayim, and the spiritual dynamics of when Mashiach will come. And so it turns out that even though in general they're all connected with the Nun Shari Bina, the Mem Tesh, the 49 gates, and the 50th, the highest level of the understanding of Hashem. We explained that on different levels. So it even comes out more pointing to the question, won't Yetzias Mitzrayim be dwarfed in the light of the tremendous miracles and closeness to Hashem that will happen when Mashiach comes? So this is the question the Rebbe is going to ask here, and he will bring part of the answers from the Friedrich Rebbe, that he says that Yetzias Mitzrayim opened up the possibility for all of the Geulas. That's what Yetzias Mitzrayim is. And you can see that simply also, that the beginning of the world recognizing in a macrocosmic way that there's a Shem started by Yetzias Mitzrayim. Other individuals had known about it before. You even had Noach, and before the flood also there were great people who recognized the Shem. But it didn't impact the whole world. Avraham Avinu started, Yitzchak Yaakov, and then when the Torah was given, that was when we had the chance to bring that into the whole world. But the beginning of the ability to leave the confines and the restrictions of Olam Hazeh and the pool and the value system that it says, that began by Yetzias Mitzrayim when Hashem showed that He's in charge of even the natural order. So let's start Ois Gimel. According to what we explained, is even the question we've got to understand even more. How can you compare the Yetzias Mitzrayim to that of Mashiach? How can the Pasuk compare them? It's a totally much deeper level. The according to what we explained of the Kabbalah, the source of the Nun Shari Bina, as they are within the undefined, unformatted Ein Sof, will shine through. There won't be any place for any natural order that would be contrary to Hashem. On the other hand, the Mitzrayim, you had the Mitzrayim, they still existed. They were still Mitzrayim. The Abraham worked through nature, had to break the nature with all the makkos. Or in a movin, third line down, third word, even more than understood. According to that opinion, that says we do mention Yetzias Mitzrayim in the times of Mashiach, l'chayra, mekiven shegiluim the loss of love nilim. Since the revelations when Mashiach will come will be so much more greater, why would you want to mention it then? So we're saying, how can you compare the two? And why would you want to mention Yetzias Mitzrayim? Because of the tremendously greater level that's being revealed there. It's well known, says the Rebbe, the beer, the explanation, as the Friedrich Rebbe explains, more refers to the Friedrich Rebbe. Meiri v'chomi means my father, Meiri, my master, Chomi, my father-in-law, Kfei Kedushas Admor, the Rebbe. So this is the referring to the Friedrich Rebbe. What does he write? The Begulus Mitzrayim nischadish klolus inyan hageula. That by Yetzias Mitzrayim there was now something brand new was in the universe, on our planet, the inyan of geula. V'niftach hatziner al kol hageulus, and it opened now the pipe, opened the channel for every aspect of geula. That in which what are we talking about? Mei hagolus, that means from golus shaliachi golus Mitzrayim. From any type of golus after Mitzrayim. So that was the beginning then, and also not only as a nation that this was given from all the different gulas, however, also but each person individually. Each person will the strength to be able to break through the boundaries, the confines, and the pull towards the physical pleasures, Gashmi's world. That is something that every person has that strength coming from the Gul of Yetzias Mitzrayim, that his Nefesh Elikis can shine more within him. So Yetzias Mitzrayim was the beginning of that until and Gam Alagula Siddur, also referring to the times of Mashiach. Hagam Shetiya Geul Snalis Yeser, even though that's going to be a much greater Geula redemption than we coming out of Mitzrayim. So that's the Frierdiker Rebbe's approach. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of all types of Geula. Al derech hayudu. Now, there's a interesting posik that we have that we'll see that the condition for coming out of Mitzrayim was to get the Torah. That was that's the next step. Al derech hayudu yetzias Mitzrayim hoyso hachon l'matan Torah. Coming out of Mitzrayim was a preparation for Matan Torah. That the Torah says, "I'll take you out of Mitzrayim, and you'll serve Hashem."